When I first started out in the Alabama National Guard as a tech, I didn't know what it meant. All I knew was I was a tech. But let me break down what a tech or GS role actually means. So GS stands for General Service. And from GS1 to GS6, these are your foundational or entry level roles to get your feet wet and get your foot in the door. This is where you learn systems, processes, and that foundational work at the lowest level. So I know a lot of people see the salary and they toot their nose at it because, to be honest, it is low. But the great thing about starting at this level, you do not have to stay at this level if you put in the work. So you can pause the video and just look at the different grades and see the steps. So here are some job titles in those pay bands from GS1 to GS6. You're going to see a lot of admin assistants, HR assistants, medical support assistants, data entry, part guides, etc. They don't sound flashy on paper, but these are the roles that build that real world experience. You're learning about customer service, systems, record management, inventory, and leadership fundamentals. So that kind of stuff matters when you want to beef yourself up and go to that next level. So this is what I want to dig into. So a lot of those roles are entry level roles, but do not frown on that stuff. When I first got in the guard, I was a GS6 making about 37 to 38,000 a year. I took what I learned from that system, went into the private sector, and now I made what's the equivalent to a GS12 step 2. And I did that as a E4, E5 in the National Guard. Now that did not happen overnight, and of course it didn't happen by rank because I didn't have the rank, but I still made the bank. It happened because I learned how to position my experience and explain it correctly and build forward over time. That's the mistake that I see a lot of soldiers make. You may have made XYZ in rank and uniform, and you think that's gonna transfer to the civilian world. It does not. So this is something that I help with. I'm a 92 Yankee myself, and I help other Yankees break into the private sector or the government sector to get those high paying roles. That's why I made OCPs the offers. It's a system, a digital system that shows you step by step how I went from the GS6 to the GS12 step 2 equivalent in the private sector. It's available for instant download right now. But if you want a one-on-one call, one-on-one counseling, shoot me a DM and let's fix yourself. Holla at y'all.